Welcome to Chapter 1. Please remember, as with every chapter, it will be up to you to read the chapter as well. These lectures are not meant as a replacement for reading the chapter. They're really meant as an overview, a quick overview at that, so that you can understand what's going on, and I can hit some of the highlights. Okay, here are the reading objectives or learning objectives, which you can plainly see and step through. And by the way, I do provide these PowerPoints on my USF, and you should download those and use those when you take the quizzes. So they'll help you by chapter for sure. Chapter 1 is a broad overview, and it gives you a great many things to consider, and they use opening case studies to point those things out. Innovation and design at 3M. You can see where marketing is everything. It's product development, it is pricing, it is promotions or advertising, it is distribution decisions. All these strategies that need to be arrived at and determined are under the marketing function or underneath that umbrella that says marketing. It's not just advertising is what I'm trying to drive at. So what is it? It's, in a nutshell, it is understanding the market. It is everything. It is highly complex, highly integrated activity. Primarily, though, it's understanding the market, and so you can make decisions. It's what determines whether or not your business stays open or not. So if you're a marketing expert, I'll let you answer that question as you so desire. Marketing matters. College instructors say you don't do it very well. There's still hope. When you look through the resources in the textbook, there are a great many that are fun to go through. Take advantage of all of them. Click on them, go to the website for the book and get what you can get out of them. The more you know, the more you have to refer to when you look for a job and do pretty much anything. Seeks to discover wants and needs and satisfy them in exchange at a profit. That's the one thing that's not mentioned there, at a profit. If exchanges can't be done at a profit, nothing will be offered to the market. So influences, or what is marketing? It's an all-encompassing thing, quite honestly. All the departments in the organization are indirectly involved in marketing because at some point their activities affect or can influence the target market. And there you can see kind of a dynamic diagram of the forces and elements of an organization that is market oriented. What is marketing? It would be better to say what isn't, and I really can't think of anything that's not. So as long as it's legal, that's what we're concerned with. Or legal, moral, those things are not interchangeable. But Kim Kardashian is probably one of the poorer things that's marketed, but very, very marketed without a doubt. I think this wedding lasts like 2 days or something. It probably was more of a function of self-promotion than it was of anything to do with wanting to build a family. So, but anyway, you can determine that on your own, or for your own judgment. Consumer needs, research, any number of ways. Really, the avenues for gathering market data are, if nothing, greater than ever before, especially with social media. And I would point out to you, Chapter 1, and I may have said it at the beginning, is a broad overview of the entire marketing process. So that's why I'm going incredibly fast here. There you go. Benefits, showstoppers, dog toothpaste, or aerosol toothpaste. We shall see. Benefits, what are showstoppers, what works, what doesn't. If it goes away, it means that the market wasn't ready or it was poorly developed for the market. This is the beauty of competition. This is why it is so efficient. It's the most efficient way to let new things come, and things that are out of date or unneeded is to let the market take care of it. The market is you and I making free decisions. And it's heavily built on freedom of choice. And notice the codes down here that you can, in the bottom left-hand corner, that you can use with your smartphone if you've got that barcode reader, or that code reader to take you to the website for Pepsi Max. Benefits and showstoppers again. needs, wants. You need food. You don't need chocolate, but for some people maybe it is the same thing. Does marketing persuade people to buy the wrong things? I would suggest that they don't persuade them. We all have a responsibility to decide what we're going to do and what we're not going to do. Are things marketed that I wish that weren't? From my own personal perspective, yes. But we all have a responsibility. This is something that I don't think is isn't talked about enough, is we have a responsibility to resist these things. Credit cards being one. Overuse can destroy you. So discovering consumer needs, satisfying those needs. This is where the engine of capitalism, free markets, works perfectly, because it's a motivation. You don't risk your money on a business to give it away. I mean, it's not a charity. You may perform charitable acts, but markets are people and businesses, B2B and B2C, business to business, business consumer. And those, if we're given the free choice to choose what we want and what we don't want, as far as goods and services, it will work very well. Now, should we be able to choose drugs? I think not, but some states are thinking that way, like Colorado. I don't know if it's being advertised in any way, shape, or form. Probably doesn't need to be. Without a doubt, there are going to be unintended, i.e. bad consequences to that decision. One of the bedrock foundational terminology or terms within marketing are the 4 Ps: product, price, place, promotion. We will go through these in great detail. Products are features and benefits. Promotion is telling the story of the product so the market knows where and how to get it. Pricing is what you have to give up to get the product or the benefits that the product gives. Place is the where and the how of distribution. That is the short story right there. The value proposition. This is the one line. Here's why I'm interested in buying X, Y, or Z. What's it do? What's in it for me? And these uncontrollable environmental forces, those are the things outside of the organization's control, the business's control, that act upon the market's choices or the demand that will be generated for a product or a service. Value, the market determines value. And there are value strategies. There's only a few ways to make money, quite honestly. Better price, more features and benefits, differentiated. But there are endless variety of ways and permutations that make that happen. What's their values? Well, transportation. I know it's a cult-like thing, this coffee business. I don't quite get it, but there is a value proposition there. And homes, how does it look? A lot of this stuff is psychological, quite honestly, but it is real and powerful nonetheless. Relationship marketing is just the attempt to create a trusting interaction between you and the market, or between you, the marketer, and the market you're trying to serve. Can I trust you? Are you going to deliver as to what you say you're going to deliver? If someone lies to you, they're a liar. If a product doesn't deliver what it is sold to you is going to deliver, you're upset. You don't form a trusting relationship. You don't buy again. Bottom line. 3M is very good at developing new products. Here you go. There's a good example. Here's a great, and this is in your book, here's a great diagram as far as product strategy, pricing, promotion, the 4 Ps, different target markets, college students, office worker, rationale. So here you can see, divided up among these 4 different functions or marketing elements, marketing mix elements, are different ways or a matrix to analyze those markets and deliver. And as you go through the text, these will become more integrated in your mind. Some of these I'm going to skip, obviously, because you can read through them and they're just for examples. Different eras in the United States, along the bottom, the horizontal axis, you can see 1860 to 2020 were in different eras. The customer relationship era and the marketing concept era are probably, there's a fine line between them, but I would say that markets are getting more refined, more segmented all the time. So that relationship era is, it can be differentiated from the other one, but you should read through those in order to understand the differences. It is pretty straightforward stuff. CRM, customer relationship management. This is both a software and a strategy to maintain a working relationship with the target market. That trusting relationship is what we're after. Ethical and social responsibility. I'll let you read through that. If it's not yours, don't take it. If you wouldn't want your mom to see you do it, don't do it. Those are probably some good ethical considerations. You have the good fortune to being at a Christian university. There is no finer example than a biblical example of ethics and social responsibility. Those are the true social responsibilities. Sometimes I think it is morphed into some sort of political statement, unfortunately. But businesses have a social responsibility? In my estimation, they have a social responsibility to their owners and to their customers and to their workers or their employees to be honest organizations, honest businesses. Do they have responsibilities beyond that? This is debatable. You have to read through it. But it is a nuanced thing. If your market cares about it, you better care about it too. But it's kind of a broad subject in a lot of ways. Everybody markets. Everything is marketed. There are various utilities to consumer benefits. Utility just means benefit or utility. It's kind of an economic word, economics term. Don't worry about that. That's not the video case you're going to do. I believe, okay, there's marketing. Here's a good definition. And you may want to have these available to you when you do the quiz, the PowerPoints. Exchanges, again, just various definitions. Target market, or marketing mix. Value proposition, we went through those, I believe. Relationship, and so on. I believe that is really all I need to go through in this first chapter in order to get you going. That is correct. So here's what you should do. You should, after listening to this, which kind of should kick you off into the chapter, read it carefully, take some notes, be very familiar with your book. You'll use that when you take the quizzes, and really stay on top of things so you don't get behind the times with dates and due dates. If you have questions, please let me know.